This is Tank's Vlog for December 18th, 2018. We're brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Check out the episodes. We have many great episodes in our bank, and new episodes will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So check it out now. Enjoy yourself, as I've now settled in for 10 days in Idaho. I got my Idaho shirt on. Fairly smooth trip out here. No real incidents. The flight from Newark to Denver was more comfortable. I slept most of the way. And of course, cramped, tiny airplane for the flight from Denver to Idaho. Fortunately, only an hour. But I get here and I watched the Carolina Panthers continue to crumble. Right now, plenty can be finer than to be in Carolina, as the Carolina Panthers come up lame. Yes, that's right. Once again, 6 straight losses. And even Stevie Wonder at this point could tell something is wrong with Cam Newton's arm. He's short-arming the ball. Even Christian McCaffrey is throwing the ball better than him. Christian McCaffrey gave him their only touchdown of the day. And Drew Brees wasn't good today. He wasn't not good. He wasn't Drew Brees. If he's in a race for MVP, this certainly is going to hurt his cause. And but the Saints got to win 12-9, and now needed to win just one of the last 2 games against either the Steelers or the Panthers. Yes, that's right. They play the Panthers again in 2 weeks. Panthers went from 6-2 to 6-8, and their season is just about done. And I think if they don't show any life in the next 2 weeks, you're going to see a new coach in Carolina. It's going to be the end of Ron Rivera. Riverboat Ron has run aground. Bad coaching decisions, bad decisions, just puzzling moves. I remember that game in Detroit where he went for 2, where he could have tied the game. But something is clearly wrong with Cam Newton. Saints get the 12-9 win. How about that pick 2? There was a strange play, a pick 2. But Saints did just enough to win. Alvin Kamara, that's the secret weapon of the Saints. It's no longer just Drew Brees. It's their running game. Alvin Kamara especially, and Mark Ingram. So, and they're tough to beat at home. So if they get home field, we might be seeing New Orleans going to Atlanta for the Super Bowl. And I don't think them folks in the ATL aren't going to be too happy to see the Saints down there. Their arch rivals, their nemesis, their hated, the Saints, with the fleur-de-lis on the helmet. It was a bad case of sunburn today in the garden for the Knicks. Although, there was a ray of sunshine. As James Dolan said, I might sell the team, which had Knicks fans going, sell, 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 sell. Although, the Knicks are in a situation where they win when they lose. Because the Knicks need to tank it up. They need Zion Williamson. The NBA needs Zion Williamson to go to New York. The Knicks have been bad so long. Zion Williamson is the key. This guy, he is going to be a superstar. He is going to be a franchise player. I mean, he's just biding his time at Duke because he has to go to Duke. He has to play 1 season of college football. But once he's in the NBA, he's going to be the number 1 pick. He would have been the number 1 pick if he could have came straight out of high school. But it was the Phoenix Suns beating the Knicks 128-110. Awful Phoenix Suns team. They're 7-24. Only one of the few teams worse than the Knicks at 9-23. And the Knicks are 4-10 at home. It was the Bucks 107-104 over the Pistons. Another big game by Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Rockets shot down the Jazz in 102-97. James Harden with 47 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Timberwolves clobbered the Kings 132-105. It was the Thunder over the Bulls 121-96. The Spurs beat the 76ers 123-96 to slide above 500. The Warriors eclipsed the Grizzlies 110-93. And it was the Trailblazers 131-127 winners over the Clippers. Moving on to the night on ice, the Anaheim Ducks doubled up the Penguins 4-2 as Adam Henrique got a goal and Ryan Getzlaf got a goal. Boy, I miss Adam Henrique. That was a bad trade for the Devils. Devils should never have traded Adam Henrique for Sami Vatanen. Sami Vatanen is a total, complete stiff. In Columbus, it was the Blue Jackets with Sergei Bobrovsky getting 28 saves, blanking the Vegas Golden Knights 1-0. Yaroslav Halak also had a shutout, stopping 22 shots as the Bruins went into Montreal and beat the Canadiens 4-0. The Senators stunned the Predators in overtime on a goal by Lauren Chabot, 4-3. And it was the Islanders 4-1 winners over the Avalanche. I was in Denver. The Islanders were in Denver too. Islanders actually came away with a win. So, very good start to a road trip for the Islanders. Today's three stars are Sergei Bobrovsky of the Blue Jackets, James Harden of the Rockets, and DeMario Davis of the Saints. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Brian Boyle of the Devils, who is now fully in remission from his leukemia. Last year he played while receiving treatments and got the Bryant Masterton Trophy. So he's 34 today. And we take a look back to 1988, when the Giants, needing just a win in their final game of the season, had their season completely derailed and smoked by the New York Jets, as the Jets got a last-minute touchdown from Al Toon to knock the Giants out of the playoffs. Now, the Jet fans were happy, they were excited, but you know what? They got an extra year of Joe Walton for that, so because you know how bad a coach Joe Walton is. I know many Jet fans might be young who may not remember Joe Walton. Joe Walton was a terrible coach, and fans hated him. Sort of like Todd Bowles. You know, maybe history will repeat itself and Todd Bowles will be back. More Jet losses coming on down the road. So, check out the full story at Barstool Sports and its Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And don't forget to listen to Allow Me to Be Frank, the podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Good day.